What's up, people? It's your girl, Queen Muhammad. I am the CEO and founder of maddpop Records. I just wanted to stop back in. I did a little, I did a couple music reviews, so please go check them out. Episode 18 and episode 17 and 18. Please check them out. But now I am here really quickly just to give you guys some updates on Mad Pop Records. And if you're wondering, because this is the Godmother Podcast, so if you're wondering who is Mad Pop Records and do we need updates, and we're on the Godmother Podcast. Well, let me let you know, Mad Pop Records is a company that record label that I started back in 2017, okay? And out of that spawned a lot of um, different companies and different avenues and things. So, well, first of all, if you would like to donate to this channel and this black-owned business, you can go to Cash App Mad Pop and definitely for for the Godmother Podcast. That lets my team know that you are donating directly to the show and you are a viewer, subscriber, or supporter of this program. And so anytime that you want to donate to this program specifically, you just go to Cash App Mad Pop and put for Godmother Podcast. And I truly appreciate everyone who continues to support this engine. And as you see, we make so many connections, and this is only a few of the connections. You see the kid from Spurgo here. Um, I briefly, I don't know if I talked about this. I was at a networking event and we met each other there. Well, actually, a year before Diddy had posted him, and you can see on my page, Mama Bear Queen 2215, I reposted it, and I tagged him, and he had, you know, Corey here. If you're not familiar with him, definitely go over to Spurgle page right now, and you'll be able to see. But he's the innovative genius child prodigy that came up with Spurgo clothing line, and he was on him and his mother, his beautiful mother, was on Shark Tank maybe less than a year ago. So they're continuing to push behind us as we do, um, as people who love to be in business, and as Philly people do, because he's also a Philly native as well. So that's why we were at this networking event, and you know, we, we kind of like just talked, and then we exchanged social media and caught up because he really responded. So I like to get on things on the ground up. I'm not a new person, or I'm just finding out about something. No, I like to see the culture at its infancy point, and just recognize greatness in other people. I've always been like that, and my page is like that. I really big up and support, uh, not just black people, all people. Okay, I know that maybe a lot of people don't want to hear that, but I do support, and as you see in this program, we do have all walks of life that come through here. Even people who maybe different political views, social views, economic views, did I say political view? Like it doesn't matter. Music is universal, and if it's something that touches you, you're able to just release it through music. It's also therapeutic. So a lot of people and a lot of conflicts could be um, handled if you're able to go on in the booth and just release it. Just release it, okay? And I always talk about that because even the diss tracks that we hear from popular artists or whatever, that's actually them going into the booth, releasing whatever anger or frustration or um, whatever beef or whatever, they're releasing it onto the wax or whatever. Or you know how we record things now. It used to be wax, but now it's something else. But they're letting it go and you're releasing it, and that's what people have to do. They just have to let it go, and I think a lot of problems will be solved if people, anybody, even if you're not into music, okay, just write something down, and just allow yourself to be an open vessel to let the the music just come out the way it needs to through your expression. As you see with the last people that we reviewed, they are either new to music as far as doing it professionally or just doing it as a hobby. So, but it hits the mark. It's therapeutic and it lets you release things. So I suggest that for everybody. It really does. And sometimes once you get those feelings and emotions out and it's been said, you're able to release it. But back to maddpop Records and what we are doing. Not all about what we have done, because you guys can go back to maddpop Worldwide and maddpop Records on Instagram and Twitter, and you can see what we have done. There's another person I connected with. I knew him even longer. Rico Salon here. He was my child's barber. He's also from Philly, and he's also the writer and director of the movie Gilly the Kid was in with Bing Rames. And he also had a movie out called Heroin. I think that movie with Bing Rames was called Blood Brothers. I actually went to the red carpet premiere of that, invited directly by him. You know what I'm saying? So I've been, I don't even want to go back through all of these pictures. This is my child here, right here, when he was young. My son is like a 20-year-old man right now. So that's how long I've been motivating and pouring into people. And I can go down a list, Jimmy Ease. He was here before. I just posted a picture of him on my Instagram, Mama Bear Queen 215, because he's a phenomenal rapper. And it was just creative differences and maybe a little bit of impatience on my part or the maddpop Records' part of wanting to do this and do that. We had a lot of stuff in store. So it was like, it was a big letdown when we could not get past. I mean, that's a lot of things, a lot of delays. If you guys want to know, we're just going to put it out there. That's a lot of delays. And I think every record company can attest to that. Or any entertainment company or any company. The reason why things are not flowing is because of creative, differences, visual differences, career differences. You know what I'm saying? Like, they may be different than what we feel is the direction that the career should go, not the music. We never get into the artist's creativity because that's something that comes directly from their heart and soul. But as far as business-wise, a lot of the pauses, stoppages, and and one was, of course, because of the pandemic. Of course, I mean that slowed up a lot. I'm not going to even front. And a lot of people who were at maddpop Records did not weather the storm at that time, and did not weather the storm of just everything crashing down at once. We losing it all and having to rebuild. We lost a couple artists during that time. We lost Shauna Lee. We lost Tsunami, who I personally was involved in getting Shauna Lee a singing. She was going to be a guest. I mean, she was going to be the main singer at our business conference, which we never got off the ground because of the pandemic. But it was actually set to be a great event. She was going to be singing. That got canceled. Tsunami 244, which is oh my God, I can't even. He is just one of the best gamers I've ever seen in my life. He does a lot of no damage runs. Please check out his page. Yes, he's a popular YouTuber as well. Yes, a little bit offbeat, but go listen to Hot as a Boiling Pot featuring him. I mean, with him featuring myself. Hot as a Boiling Pot. I always talk about how that song came to be. And I'm not going to go into that now. Like I said, check out Hot as a Boiling Pot and the remix with another artist of ours, that a former artist, Trish Discord. She weathered the storm, but her contract was up at the end of last year. So, we amicably parted ways. We are looking for, if we're getting into the updates, and for 2022, we're looking for new artists. We have expanded from music to movies to now podcasts to producing. We just wear so many hats here. We produce about 3 or 4 podcast shows. We've been able to damn near get them syndicated on all type of streaming platforms. So all of our shows are daggone near syndicated on so many platforms. That's why people continue to want to come on the show and be a part of maddpop Records and the Godmother Podcast history. All right. Very much respected company, even though it is ran by a woman, even though it is ran by a black woman, we still are very much respected, and I'm really thankful for that. I always get sentimental. I always be about to cry when I think about everyone who has come through these doors, and in virtual doors as well. It's a lot of people that I never even met. I've never met Omar Tyree. Okay, we have a whole movie together. I never met him. Omar Tyree is another Philly native. He's and I always crack up and I laugh about how Omar Tyree has a mural, and all these people, all these greats have a mural for in the city of Philadelphia. But me, who help fund things, they try to play crazy and lock up. But that's how the name of the game goes. And it ain't stop a daggone thing. We're still keeping it moving and shaking. Very much blessed for everyone who has come through. It's not one talent who has worked with us that I feel like was just there for a game. No, I feel like every talent that came through these doors was daggone near close to greatness. And I'm thankful for even Rich Long. Rich Long, we're working. You know what I'm saying? We're getting. All right. Now that's an old different section we talk about Rich Long, because he never really was here the same time as a lot of the people from the past, like Jimmy Ease, Slim Gotti, who's actually still with maddpop Records. And we, Slim, if you're watching, reach out to us. We would love to get your project out before your contract is up. Slim Gotti, Jimmy Ease. He was here like when Trish was here, like right right after Shauna Lee and um, Tsunami's contract was up and we decided to part ways, then came the new crew, which was um, Little Mars, who we were able to, before his contract was up, we were able to get one song out called Photosynthesis. It's a banger, um, produced by myself, um, and Rich Long and Trish was here at the same time. And then we started, and then when Rich got locked up, we had the transition thing because he was our main artist, and people, still look at me crazy or funny or don't understand why we're always in the leading of everything. Not in a perverted way, not in a way that it's just clout chasing. It's always classy, and it's always done with a little bit of je ne sais quoi and quality. That's why people come here. So yeah, anybody can do anything first. But when you do it to a lead, you can't say you're the leader of it just because you do it. You're not leading in it. And maddpop Records is leading because we had a Rich Long that is a great rapper. We had Sancho Dollar, who is a great rapper. So, we feel like we got the best of the best when it comes to people who are transgender, and they hold on, let me plug this in, guys. I don't want to lose you guys in the middle of this live, so let me plug this in. Okay. All right, now we're back up. Yeah, so transgender, as everybody knows about Rich Long and I, they see our journey. We've been through hell and back. And I don't even know if we're fully back yet. You know what I'm saying? Because we just been grinding. You know what I'm saying? Just grinding. And trying to replenish ourselves. I'm not going to lie. That was an ordeal. I feel like, how in Lovecraft Country at the end where the lady was just like, you know what I'm saying? And then she got the blue hair. That's how I felt like I was going to be after that situation with College and all them fools. Them Agent Smiths of Philadelphia. I really felt like my hair was going to be gray or white or whatever. Because that's how I felt. I felt like I was just screaming, not being heard, and using all of my everything to get his story out. Him and Sancho Dollar, I always advertise that, for them being, what I'm saying, I don't want to ever out anybody, but I always tell people to own your lane, because there's no, the way that Rich Long raps, the way that Sancho Dollar raps, and you can hear that in their song together, The Realest. That's a gem. I produced it. We had a little crazy maddpop Records sounds in there, and it's a groove. It's a groove. The Realest with Sancho Dollar. With Rich Long featuring Sancho Dollar. Make sure that you go follow them, and they just so happen to be trans males. It's not that nobody. I talk to Sancho all the time, and and I don't ever want anyone in it, to think that it's gimmicky. That's why we put it to the quality, to the max, so that way you can look at people through their physical, and that's with every artist. every artist, even Tsunami, even Lil Mars, um, every artist, we, we strive to a level of greatness phonetically that it don't matter what a person looks like or who they are. And so that's why we never led with that. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's makes it gimmicky or clout chasing. We never, we kind of surprise people in the back end and say, yeah, you like that song? Okay. But did you know that two trans males, that they're both trans males and transgender people? And, some people still wouldn't know even what that meant. You know what I'm saying? So I never want anything to be hokey. Even Rich Long's projects, the cover is not all, like that. Not saying anything wrong with that, but you can tell, and the public can tell when somebody's just using talking points or popularity points or clout to chase and just want attention. Okay, people can tell. It's not hard to tell. And you can tell when somebody's really talented and they just so happen to be this. It's just so happen to be that. Okay, and that's the case, and that's how we wanted to present it. We have to say it how it is because you want to know why. And I always tell the story about Trish Discord. I remember when she first came, and right after the pandemic, and we were able to get a couple songs out. She did a remix for How Does a Boiling Pot, a guitar solo. Oh my gosh, you got to look it up. Featuring Trish Discord, How Does a Boiling Pot, featuring Trish Discord. That was one of the songs my first recording songs that I recorded. So I didn't even want to be on the project as far as my name or anything. It was just a touch, you know what I'm saying, that I just put on there. I heard it, I immediately connected with it, and I just blew through that motherfucker with all them ad libs and just making it, you know what I'm saying, like what he's saying, I'm connecting it, and you know what I'm saying, it just worked. One take worked. You know what I'm saying? It just worked. I mean, of course, I had to layer it. I'm saying just knowing how I needed it to be sounding. He was already perfect. Tsunami, he delivers every time. And, How Does a Boiling Pot is really not his genre. It's really mad pop. So when you come to Mad Pop Records and you do songs for us, we just ask for like one or two. that and then you can get back to, you know what I'm saying, because everybody would do that. And you go to Timbaland, he's going to give you something that is his style. You go to Pharrell, he's going to give you something that's his style. So when you come to Mad Pop Records, we do have a style. So that's what you get. And it doesn't have to be every song. Nobody likes to hear the same producer every song. Because, it is, you subconsciously start doing the same thing and sounding the same. So you want to switch it up. You got a little Mad Pop, got a little Pharrell, got a little London on the Track, got a little this, got that. And we're just in the mix. But we do have a sound. Mad Pop Records 2022. As you hear, did a freestyle going into 2022 because Rich Long was still locked up. He didn't get out until like damn near February. And still trying to recoup from that, and it's only July, so it's we constantly, and as you see on his page, if you go follow him on Keeping People Real TV on Instagram, you can also subscribe to his channel, Keeping People Real TV. You'll be able to see all the ordeal that he went through, and he hasn't even been out longer than he's been locked up. So, give him some time. Give him some time. He's still working on things. yeah. You want to be the first out. You want to, get in the booth and X, Y, and Z. But sometimes it's good to fall back, assess things. We truly feel like we dominated 2021. We did everything. We left everything on the table. He got 5 songs out. We just can't, we got a Christmas song that we're going to be rocking every Christmas called Now It's Christmas with Shauna Lee, written by myself. It's a nice hip hop trill Christmas song. Make sure you listen to that. So we got, we feel like as a company, we kind of put it all out there. We've attached ourselves. We funded some movies. We've worked even the song. Oh, I didn't even get to my own project, Unbelievable, with Robert Curry, which came out on my birthday, November 13th. That was a song, inspirational song I wrote with Rich Long in mind. And our friendship and our kinship is a testament to love. You know what I'm saying? Because I honestly did not know anybody, that was a trans male before I met up with Rich Long. I didn't know anybody. And he told me, I really didn't understand. He really had to break it down to me. So coming into a lifestyle that I wasn't too familiar with, so if I do things wrong, I say things wrong, it's not with any malice intent. It's just the fact that it wasn't a world that I was into, but love transcends all of that. I mean, you truly do care about people. And that's what we're going to go into 2022 with as a company is love. Okay? Godmother Podcast. We got more music reviews coming up. As far as maddpop records, we got more music coming out. And more Keep Swimming with Ashton. We're starting to record new episodes with that. Ashton is an Olympic swimmer, so she has Olympic contracts. You know what I'm saying? Well, contracts that she signed. Some things that you sign may be until perpetuity. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Some things. So, I mean, who knows? Unless you read every line. And that's why you have to have people read over your contracts. So, I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the best I can and going around her and her lawyers as far as us trying to get Ashton the proper money she deserves, for one thing, and getting her the recognition that she deserves as a 4-time Olympic gold medal winner, the respect, the endorsements that she deserves. So we're but a lot of things, our hands are tied because of legal things. So that's another thing that stops the ball from moving as fast as they want. Companies fall back all the time. Timberland ain't making nothing every day. The Swiss Beats ain't making nothing every day. But what they made is gold. So that's why I'm saying, we good. We good. I know that we are not just burrowing through like we did the past 2 or 3 years, but we have things to prove. And I feel like we proved all our points. And now it's just cherries on top from this point on. Thank you for everyone who rocks with maddpop Records. This is the Godmother Podcast. This is episode 19. I don't know what we're going to do for episode 20, but we're going to do it big. And it ain't a big gigantic celebration like it's a 100 episode, but we're back on track. I've given you 3 videos back to back to back, and I'm going to try. That's another thing that we're going to try to do: give you more music, more shows, more episodes, um, more commentary. So it's going to be very and more consistency. That's the main thing. So those are our updates for 2022. If you have a comment or you would like to join Mad Pop Records, as you see, we get it done. We don't play around. We don't play games. You see tangible items, not people saying donate to me and you never see it and you never hear from it and you never, you know what I'm saying, you still waiting on things to be done and built. No, you actually see the building process as we grow together, as you give, as you donate. Um, we're a very different type of company. Yes, we are a record label. Yes, but the music that we make is very uncontrolled, and and we just love it here. We just love it here. It's not all of the pressure, not all of the games and gimmicks and gags um, that and hang-ups and entrapments of contracts and everything. We just really like to just put out and produce good music, and I feel like the music and the things and the beats that we have and the way we produce is like no other. And just to let you guys know, the song "Unbelievable" with myself featuring Robert Curry was from a beat that producers in the Ukraine sent us. So Mad Pop Records are even tying in to people over in that parts of the world as well. As you know, we did songs with Arab Mikais, aka Stones Moyo from Zimbabwe. He killed it on Aroused with Shauna Lee. We also worked with a guy from Sweden. We did a song together, We Could Have Had It All. That's on the page as well. He killed that. Shauna Lee did a great job. I wrote it. It's just like, we had it, we lost it. We couldn't hold on to love, we tossed it. Pink diamonds, fur lining, everybody around, we all shining. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she killed that shit. She killed that shit. I mean, if you're looking for a writer, we definitely can hook you up with something that motherfuckers ain't never heard before. So, stay tuned. Stay tuned, guys. Thank you for all the love and support. I'm not going to keep this long. I'm going to keep it nice and short and sweet. I love you guys. And thank you for rocking with this black, foundational black American sister of yours who, speaking of Shauna Lee, she's Jamaican born. You know what I'm saying? So, for her to allow me to write her album, because that was a thing, and we're not going to get into any of personal conversations or whatever, but that was a thing for her. By her being here so long, she kind of lost a little bit of like her accent. You know what I'm saying? From Jamaica. So she felt. I felt like she sounded fine, but people are always subconscious of things. And so I said, well, okay, good. Because I wouldn't know how to make a record for Spice. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, she would have to go get Spice to somebody else. What's that Jafari with the fake? Excuse me. I'm sorry. Pastafari. What the heck? What was that group that won the Grammy? That Safari was cussing out? Whatever. She did go call them if she wanted something, a little bit more islandy. But since the fact that she already had, I'm just telling you my mindset in going into writing her project. Hot Spell, Aroused, Light 'Em Up, Now It's Christmas. You know what I'm saying? All those songs, I tried to write them walk alone. I tried to write them where it would be for her voice, something that's in her range. subject matter. You know, you want to have certain songs on there with subject matter. You know, everybody's going through relationship drama or has been in the past or in their life, so everybody can relate to that. Everybody can always relate to not feeling like they get what they want on Christmas, or somebody's not in tune to them and their likes and wants and needs. You know, people always, you know, so all of the songs on her album, um, American History, American Dream, and Immigrant's History. Um, Everybody can relate to that. Her album is hot as fire, and you know, I bow humbly to her as well for allowing me to do that. That was a great feat. I didn't think that I could do it. I didn't know if she would get the way I write. I didn't know if she was going to get the complexity of the music. She hit that shit right at the park. I mean, wow, 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 wow. I love you, Shauna Lee. I love you, Jimmy Ease. I love you, Slim Gotti. I love you, Terrell. I love you, uh, did I say Tsunami? I love you, Rich Long. I love you, Little Mars. Um, I love you, Jermaine Cologne. Um, I love my original partner, Kevin. Um, I love Trish Discord. I love you. Everyone who has trusted their careers, and I feel like every every, every project that we put out, we hit it out the motherfucking park. And I'm proud of you guys. I'm very much proud of you guys. And I thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for. I don't take anything for granted. You know, the pandemic took us through a big setback, but I'm very thankful for everybody who continues and we even finding new life through this internet. That's the reason why we got into producing podcasts, because our main artist, um, who is Rich Long, was locked up. You know what I'm saying? So we had to stir this thing into a different direction. And since, um, you know, we had already kind of talked about it a little bit, you know, with the last person that we were, and I love you, Ashton Smith. I love you. You know, I got to think, you know, if I forgot somebody that has been here, it's truly because I'm old. Okay, so, but anyway, but yeah, Ashton, everybody who's come through these doors, uh, Rebecca, you know, like I said, we kind of like teetered around that when Rebecca, the first time Rich got locked up, he met Rebecca, and we kind of got our feet wet with the podcast thing at that point in time. And now, you know, we kind of transferred and with Ashton's show, we kind of took it to a whole nother level. So I'm just very grateful. I'm grateful for everybody who's worked with us, been around us, supported us. This guy here, Q, aka Rico Salam, I told you, was my child's barber. And every time a book came out, because my child is a 3-time author, this man here was the first one to buy each copy. Okay, so I don't have just fluffy people in my life. You know, this right here, if you can see Jimmy Ease and I, we're at an autistic run. You know, because that's what we do at maddpop Records. We don't just get you in the studio and then do what you want to do, is what you just play around in the studio. Not saying you. I'm just saying people. You know how it is, you know, management versus artists. No, we actually help you create and build a brand. Okay? A lot of stuff. Just this is my old partner. Just go through all of these pictures and all these people. Little Mars up here. Yes, yes, yes. Rich Long right here. Me and Rich Long. I know people are like, what is with all the well, again, I can't give away all the secrets and way we move the way we need to move. But it gives what it needs to give. You know what I'm saying? It gives what it needs to give. It gives what it needs to give and more. And also monologues with Omar Tyree. Um, we have credits on that as well. You can go look that up. That's on Amazon Prime right now. Monologues with by Omar Tyree. Yeah. So stay tuned. We don't feel like we left anything off the table the last 3 years. We're taking a little bit of a break, you know, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been through a lot, hell and back. And in the midst of it all, we were able to bring you guys innovation, leading, okay? Leading futuristic music, just out of this world sounds, talent, talent upon talent upon talent, and I'm grateful. So make sure you guys, if you would like, now let's get this straight, okay? This is the part of the church service where we invite people up to the front if you want to join. Psych now. If you would like to join maddpop Records, you see what we about, you see what we're doing, you see that this black woman that is a leader is unwavering and very much solid. If you would like to join maddpop Records or work with maddpop Records, we offer a lot of services. We have a lot of connections. If you would like advertising, I'd like to get into magazines, all types of stuff, radio interviews. That's all a part of management. So, you see what we're doing. It's not playtime around here, and we're not, we don't take nothing lightly, or it's not well thought out to a T. All right. Thank you guys. I love you. I love you. I bow humbly to each and every one of you. Cash App maddpop. That's what keep the doors open. Not only that, I mean, and it takes every single one of us. Every single one of us. I have music students. I do also, not only do I do music reviews, but I also have vocal lessons. Okay? And even though those students pay me for my services, they still donate. This house is needed, and I thank everybody. And those are private students. I can't tell. They're not professionals. I can't tell you their names, but thank you. And if you're watching, all of my my students that I work with on a personal one-on-one, if you would like a vocal coach, whatever in music, entertainment, we have our hands and everything. So, and we're real. Okay? All right. Thank you guys. Make sure that you follow maddpop Records. Make sure you follow the Godmother Podcast. Make sure that you follow, you can also follow myself at Mama Bear Queen 215. Page is a lot of fun. If you're a person like to laugh, don't take yourself too seriously, you'll have a hoot on there. All right? I love you guys. Until next time, I am out.